Happy Monday. It is time for weekly vlog number 4. I can't believe we're on week 4 already. That's insane to me. Like, consistency is not my forte, and I highly doubt I will keep this up weekly. But while I am, I'm just going to keep going. I've woken up this morning feeling absolutely shit. Again. But this time it's due to allergies. And I need to go and see my doctor because I don't think my allergy medication is good enough anymore, and so I need help. I'm also really hungry, and I've got my my lunch on at the moment. I've got some chicken in white sauce, and I'm just gonna mix some rice in with it, and it's one of my comfort foods. Plans this week? Nothing. Oh, hello, kitty. Bye-bye, kitty. I have no plans. I've told work when I'm available and currently have no work booked, so that's that. I am hoping not hoping, I will be getting my bullet journals set up and ready for April. Yes, microwave, I hear you. So I'll be getting my bullet journals set up because I know what my themes are, pretty much my plans. Reading wise, last week I completed 2 books. So I completed a graphic novel and I completed book 3 in Skullduggery Pleasant, and then I also made good progress on my audiobook for book 2 of The Greatcoats. And what else did I read? And I started a couple of books, but I only read like a few pages. So this week I want to finish my audiobook, and I want to finish at least one of my arcs because I want to get that reviewed before the start of April. And I've also started Skullduggery book 4. I started that last night, so I'll be finishing that in a few days. My plan is to read the entire series of 15 books before December, so I think at the rate I'm reading them, that is perfectly doable. And then I found out yesterday that the Magical Readathon kicks off properly in April. So I still need to read my book for my animal companion because I only have my conduit right now. So I want to get on and do that today. And then this week probably will be recording my TBR for April. I'm doing things a little bit differently next month. I'm hoping to do some buddy reading. So I've been reaching out to people who a few months ago said that they would be up for it and just seeing if they want to buddy read next month. And one person was like, yes, like hell yes. And then I'm just waiting to hear back from the other couple. So yeah, it should be quite a chilled out week. As long as I don't get called into work, I'll be at home. And I've got some admin stuff I want to get done. I've got a load of videos that I recorded last week that need editing and putting up. And I've also got some job applications to do. But I'm going to go because I can hear my pot bubbling, so I've got a feeling that the rice is ready. So I will catch up and see you soon. Hello, it is end of Monday, and honestly I have done pretty much nothing. I've been really tired and lethargic and felt like bleh all day until about 10 o'clock, and that's when my brain went, hey, we want to do things now. So I've done a bit of an overhaul of my channel. I've changed my colour scheme. So before it was like blue and white, or it's sort of like a tealy blue and white. Now it's like very neutral with like browns and creams. And I've also completely redone my intros and outro little snippets, made them look way more professional and streamlined, and edited a video. I have read a couple of chapters of Skullduggery today, but not a lot. I've really done no reading at all today. Usually when I go to bed, I'll play on my phone for about an hour, and when I do that, I either read for an hour, or I will play a game, but I'll have my audiobook in. But the audiobook's starting to get to a point now where when I start playing it, I don't want to stop. So I think this week I'm just going to need to pick a day and I just play the audiobook for like the last, I think, 4 or 5 hours that's remaining, and just play a video game on silent so I can just get it through in one go. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've done today. The plumber finally came out, so the toilet stopped flushing on Thursday. We called them Thursday night. They promised us that they would be out on Friday. Nobody bothered to turn up. We were told we'd be called on Saturday. Nobody called. They absolutely guaranteed that we were going to be called yesterday, and they still didn't. And then this morning, Uncle rang them. No, yesterday Uncle rang them, was like, this isn't on. And they were like, okay, well, we will get someone out to you on Monday. Monday came, got to like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and he rang them and he was like, this is the last time that I am calling. If I have to ring again, it's going to be hell to pay kind of thing. Like, it's been 4 days. We have 2 people living in this house, both who have got IBS and bowel problems and need access to a toilet. So we need the 2 toilets to be functional. And yeah, they came out and they've sorted it. So we finally have 2 toilets again, which is great. It's a bit of a sad life, isn't it? When the most exciting thing to happen to you today is you have a toilet. But I guess that's how life goes sometimes. That was my day. So exciting, right? Hopefully tomorrow there'll be more, because I do have ideas of things I want to try and get done tomorrow if I don't get called into work. But we shall see. So, I'm meant to be doing stuff, and instead I came out into the garden to do some stuff in the shed and have ended up just sat out in the garden. There we go, you can actually see me now. God, I look haggard and old and tired. Ugh. Ugh. But yeah, I'm just chilling out in the garden with my friend. And yeah, eventually I will do some more in the shed, but at the minute I'm just enjoying the sun, even though it's making me more sleepy. Also, I discovered a thing on TikTok yesterday that apparently if you have blue eyes, it's like almost impossible to open your eyes in the sunlight, and I'm like squinting really badly even with my sunglasses. Like, I have reactive lenses and even they make me squint, so maybe there's a thing about that. Yeah, I mean, if you have blue eyes, do you struggle with keeping your eyes open in the sun too, and are constantly pulling this face? Because it's kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, that's better. I have these mostly for my migraines. Let's get up. Ooh, floor. So, yeah, I'm currently organising in here, so this will all become my workspace. Let me twist you around and I will show you. So this is the current shed situation. It was a lot messier than this, but as you can see, it's quite a big space. And it was all set up for my uncle's woodworking, which is why you got loads of tools here and wooden bits and like projects in progress and tools and things. But he is kindly letting me take over, so I've cleared the tops of his stuff and put them away, apart from, like, obviously I can't move this power machine, it's too heavy and too cumbersome. But I'm gonna have, this will be my supply station, so all of the fragrance oils, all of the wax and all of the bits and pieces, they will all be stored on top here in boxes. This will be the production station, so my hob will be set up here to melt the wax, and then all the actual candles will be prepped and filled here. And then this will be like my order distribution, so I'm putting all the products up on these 2 shelves, although once obviously I've got more products I'll need to expand that space. And then I'm going to store all my packaging here, so when I get an order in, the boxes and the tape and everything will be in this area, and then all I've got to do is come out to this part of the shed part of the workbench to package up and send. So it's going to be a nice little space. I think if the business goes as well as it was going last year, and if it does pick up, I'm probably going to outgrow this space quite quickly. But for now, I think it's absolutely perfect. And the most important thing is it gets me back on track and it gets the business back. So that's the most important priority for me right now.
A few moments later.
Someone has decided that she has to investigate. What are you doing? She must sniff everything, check that everything is in order. Have I organised them properly? Apparently not. Apparently she is not impressed. You ever get one of those days where it starts off and you feel great, like really motivated, you really want to do things, and then as the day goes on, you just get less and less and less, and eventually you just want to kind of scream and give up? Because that's my day. I woke up and I was like, yes, I want to get this done, I'm going to get my laundry done, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do the next thing, I'm going to get all these things. And then it just kind of like trying to do the laundry, I spilt I banged my arm off the bathroom door. I then tripped over something in the kitchen. I was putting the laundry detergent in the lid that then goes into the washing machine. And as I started pouring it, the lid fell over and it all went all over the floor. So I had to like scrub the floor. And by that point, I was getting pretty pissed off. And then my computer crashed. And then I got other things, and it was just like, oh my god. And now I'm just kind of almost like sulky. Like, I have still done things. So I have put my final order in from Glasses Direct to give another trial, because I've got 4 more frames that I want to give a go. I've done my laundry, that's now in the dryer. However, I cleaned the washing machine last week and I did like a really hot cycle, and I noticed today that my clothes have come out and they smell disgusting, and the washing machine just smells really bad. So it just feels like in this house a few things have broken since I've been here, and I've noticed with each one it's been after I've like given it a clean. So it's getting to the point that I think it's just things have been like through no fault of their own, because obviously Gran was an old lady and my uncle's disabled and can't do it, and the cleaners are only there to do like the surface. But things like the washing machine hadn't been cleaned out properly for a while, the filters hadn't been done, the toilet like right deep down hadn't been like deep cleaned for a while. And I've been gradually doing all these things, but the problem is every time I do them it's like the lime scale and stuff is actually what's holding everything together. So I then de-lime scale it and the whole thing just falls apart, and it's like, oh my god. It's starting to get quite costly now, because since I've moved in, the dishwasher won't kaput, and we had someone out for it. Then the downstairs toilet stopped flushing, so we've had to get someone out for it. And then the guy that came out to do the toilet said that the stopcock, the switch thing, screw handle, whatever it's called, has broken, so that needs fixing. And I'm just like, could you stop? And my uncle made the joke that, you know, it's for some reason if I go near water appliances they just stop working. And I'm like, funnily enough, in my last house it was always water. If something broke on me or went wrong, it was never electrics, it was never like the oven, it was always like the upstairs toilet, the upstairs bath started leaking and created a mini flood downstairs. The kitchen faucet needed replacing because it went all rusted and gave me a bit of a bad infection. And it's like, yeah, me and water do not have the greatest, me and plumbing do not have the greatest relationship. It's a bit frustrating, but I have done that. I've done the laundry, that's now drying, and I've edited 2 videos. I'm also currently editing, you can see here, I'm editing this week's vlog, because I usually will edit that each day. Like once I do my evening wrap up, I will then add it either the following morning or that evening. I will just add it in, and so on Monday all I've got to do is just, well, Sunday, all I've got to do is my week wrap up and then post it on Monday. I also rescued a bumblebee today. I heard this loud buzzing, looked down, there's this bumblebee probably about this big on the floor, and I was just like, oh, let's get that before the cat sees him. So I saved a bumblebutt. Posted some orders. I had 2 Etsy orders for my candles, so thank you. Don't forget, I've still got some in stock. Yeah, so I have done a fair amount. I've still got some bits to do, like I'm at work tomorrow. They've put me in with some year 1 and 2s, which is going to be interesting because I've never taught kids that little. So I'm kind of scared but also really excited. And it's been a long time since I've been excited for work, so you know, I'm actually really excited. And I need to wash my hair because it's feeling a bit greasy and it's looking not great. So I'll be washing my hair very shortly. And I'm also writing up a blog post because I did a online event last night with the publishers One More Chapter, and they did like an hour-long night in with them, and they did some author interviews and some exclusive cover reveals and things. So I'm now writing a blog post on that and just sort of reviewing each of the books, like how I feel about each of them and how much I like the covers and things like that. Also, I forgot to say, on Monday I was like, oh, I have no plans this week. Yes, I do. I'm going away for the weekend with my dad. Well, I'm going to my dad's house because it's Mother's Day and I have a mum again. Like, my biological mother passed away 10 years ago this year, and my gran passed away last June. So it's kind of like I forgot almost, and then it's like, oh no, I've got my stepmother still. So I'm going to theirs for the weekend to treat her and pamper her and spend some time with my dad. And I need to get some stuff back out of storage that originally I thought I wasn't going to need. But I think some of my books need to come back out now that I've worked out I've got space for them, and I've got some candle making stuff that I need to get back out. So it's going to be a lovely weekend, seeing family. So I'm just on break at work, and this chair, I hate it so much. But yeah, this is my classroom for the next 2 days. And I'm teaching year 1 and 2 joint group. So there's like 30 kids, and they're all like 6 and 7. And it's an interesting experience. I've never taught so little before. But yeah, they're doing really well. They're listening. When I ask them to be quiet, they're being quiet. There's a couple that are struggling a little bit to follow instruction. But on the whole, it's really good, and I'm having a really lovely time. Even though I'm a little bit sensory overwhelmed, because obviously little ones do not have personal space boundaries. But yeah, I can't film for long. Obviously I've never been here before and I don't really want them to think that I'm being creepy. But yeah, I'm having a really lovely day and I can't wait to get here again tomorrow. So today's not been great. I went to work. Everything seemed to be okay. Everything seemed to be fine, and then the head came in to me at lunch and was like, we're gonna let you go. And I was like, oh? And they were like, yeah, we need someone with more experience. And I was like, well, first of all, couldn't you have just let me do the day and then said, no, we don't want you tomorrow? And at least then I could have done the day, because being told at lunchtime and like packing my stuff to go home while everyone's like watching and around, it just felt like really horrible. I thought at first I'd done something wrong, but the school have said that no, it wasn't that I did anything wrong in particular, it was obvious that I don't have the experience with the little kids, and they needed someone that could have that experience. And then they were like, oh yeah, we will have you again, but not with that year group, we'd have you with the older kids. And I'm just like, I don't really want to go back, if I'm honest. Because how do I know you're not just going to send me home again at lunch because you don't think I'm good enough there either? Like, I don't want to feel that way, but I can't help feeling that way. Like, how am I supposed to feel? So yeah, that kind of really sucked and has upset me quite a bit. However, on the plus side, I know, I've kind of become, this is the glasses channel now, but I have, hopefully this is my final set of glasses that I want to try. There we go. So yeah, I now have this to try. And so the first lot that I tried were just random frames that were kind of the sort of thing that I liked, but had never had before. The second lot were me trying some very different styles and actually found one that I was like, that's going to look awful, and actually it looked really good. Currently is the winner for the one that I'm going to order when it comes to actually ordering my glasses in about a month or so. Which you watch, they'll be out of stock by then, they won't have them back in. And then this week I've got another set that again are kind of a mixture. Oh no, second ones were metal frames, first ones were plastic frames. This time we have these ones. So I've got one metal frame and then just 3 frames that I just liked the look of. I'm going to go from least to most excited for. And so I'm going to start with these clear plastic ones. I'm just going to... I'm doing this while my food is on as well, so I want to be quick. Let's see. Hmm. They're not bad. Like, they're not awful. I may consider these. They're not bad. I'm then going to go for the satin gold, like slightly different shape. So these are more like squared, but I've liked Scouts so far. So, ooh, maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure about those ones actually. We then have these ones that are lilac blue, so they've got like this really cool kind of design on them. Let's have a look. You know, I think they are a no. And then the final are these ones that I'm most excited for, which means they're going to be awful. They're called Dewy. They have these gorgeous like split colour frames. So they've got like yellow and then blue. And the frames, these bits are just beautiful, and which means they're going to look awful, aren't they? Ooh, look, you can see the yellow and blue more. Okay. I think these ones I will definitely try in a video, especially as they don't have the logo on the bloody lens like all the others do, which I guess is to stop people from stealing the lens, and I get that, but it's also very annoying when you want to properly trial them and try them in like videos and stuff to get an idea of how they look, because really you don't get an idea of how glasses look unless you wear them in a video or something and see yourself moving. So yeah, I promise that will be the last unboxing of these, I hope, on this channel. So let me know in the comments what you think. Happy Friday. It is packed to go to my dad's today. I have a few things that I need to get done today, so I want to obviously pack to go. I want to finish Skullduggery, book 4, because I'm on 90% now, so I should probably be able to get that done in 20 minutes. I'm building my plan for the Magical Readathon, and I've kind of decided for my character, I kind of I didn't just want to go for her dream role straight away because, like with most things, like if you want to be something, you've got to do other jobs before you can do it. You have to work in various places and get a variety of skills to build up to where you ultimately want to be. So what I did is I've written a list of like the careers that I think would suit where my character wants to go. And they kind of come together to tell a story and a narrative that I'm going to build through the years. I think that's a really cool idea for this character. And she's basically just going to become a nature druid and just spend her life roaming the Feywilds, controlling the elements, and making friends with all the animals and plants. I just think that's a really cool development for her. So I'm going to have a look now at Beastmaster and Herbologist and decide which one I want to start with. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that. Let me know in the comments, are you doing the readathon? And if so, what are your career plans? What is your house? Like, I'm House of the Crescent, or Guild of the Crescent, Order of the Crescent, whatever it's called, I keep forgetting. I'm in Crescent, so let me know what is your guild and what is your career path for your character. And yeah. So hopefully I can get that sorted today so I can actually film my TBR. Hello, kitty. So yeah, I'm going to go do that so I can get on and record my TBR. Catch you in a bit. I feel bad that I haven't really vlogged today. But as you can see, this is not my usual house. Hang on. There we go. That's better, you can see me. But yeah, I feel bad that I've not vlogged, but as you can tell, this is not my usual house. This is my dad's and my stepmom's house, and I'm staying with them this weekend for Mother's Day. I struggled to sleep last night, so I was up a bit late this morning. Then I helped my dad clear some rubble from their garden. He'd put it all in the trailer, and then we took it to the tip and got a hell of a workout getting all that into the tip. When we got back, I went up into the attic because I realised that I had some of my candle making stuff and some books that I wanted to just get back out of storage. So I've got a bunch of stuff back out of storage. And that's all ready to go. I've managed to get a bag and a box, so it's not like tons of stuff, but it's enough that I'm like, okay, that's enough. And then my stepmom went to go and get my stepbrother and his fiance. And while she was out, me and my dad were in the garden. He was cleaning out the fish pond. I did some video editing, and then spent a couple of hours chatting with my stepbrother and his partner. We went out for dinner for Mother's Day, which you would have seen a second ago, the dessert section, which was... We had carvery, and then I had an ice cream sundae for dessert, and it was amazing. I loved it. Yeah, and it was a really lovely evening. And then since we got back, it's just been kind of chilling. My stepmom put The Dark Knight Rises on because it was about the only thing that was on the TV, and I've never seen any of the Nolan films, but I was intrigued enough that I might go back and watch the other two because I was kind of like, oh, cool, this actually wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. And yeah, I'm just about ready to go to bed, to be honest. Like you can tell, I'm extremely like puffy and tired. It's always nice being here. It's nice to just be in a different environment. It's nice to completely switch off and know that I've got nothing going on. Like if they ask me to help out with something, I'll help out, but typically like when I'm here, they just let me kind of be. This one was only a quick visit though. I got here yesterday. I go home tomorrow, which is a shame. I'd like to stay longer, but Easter holidays are only a couple of weeks away, so I've asked if I can come up for a longer period. It might be like, it's going to be at least 3 days, maybe up to, probably won't be a full week, but probably like up to 5 or 6 days. I don't know yet. But in that time, we're going to go to the Great Oak in Sherwood Forest, which is on my bucket list of things I want to see. So we're going to go and do that. We were going to do it today, but then I pointed out that actually probably not best because none of the trees will be in bloom and none of the leaves will be out, and I want to kind of see it in all its glory, in all of its magnifique for the first time. So we're going to go hopefully in sort of mid-April. It will be a little bit, it might have come out a bit more. So we're going to go there. I'm going to be meeting up with a friend who lives very nearby. And yeah, it'll be a really nice week to, again, just switch off and just take some time out. Should probably go to bed. Yeah, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go sleep because I'm pretty tired. So yeah, hope you guys have a great weekend, and if you celebrate Mother's Day, I hope you have a lovely Mother's Day tomorrow and that either you yourself or your mothers feel very pampered and loved. And yeah, I need to go write the card for my stepmom and get the Prosecco ready for her. So yeah, I paid for a meal tonight, and then I'm gonna give her a bottle of bubbly tomorrow. Anyway, I can tell I'm just trying to think of things to say and I have nothing to say. So I will speak to you tomorrow. So I forgot to wrap up the week on Sunday. So today is technically Monday, but I'm just going to do a bit of a very quick. I got back from my dad's last night. I was absolutely shattered, but then I was like, I need to get, because while I was at his place, the internet was just so slow. And I tried to download my videos to edit my April TBR and get that up while I was there. But unfortunately, like, even when I was sat right next to the router, it was saying it was going to be 6 hours for the video to download. So I just decided I'll wait till I get home. Got home, the videos all downloaded in like 3 minutes flat. And so I edited that last night, so that should be up today. So Monday, I should be getting my April TBR up. Or I will put this vlog up today and then do April TBR tomorrow, and you just get some bonus videos this week. But yeah, it was just a bit like, I wanted to get that done. Last week was a really shit week but yeah, I ended up crashing out really early last night because I was just so tired. And now I'm up, I'm semi-refreshed and ready to get working. So I'm going to go record the intro for this week's video and straight after this. So yeah, hope you all had a great week. Oh, you can also see my lunch there. Hope you all had a great week, and let me know in the comments what book you enjoyed the most. For me, it was Skullduggery Pleasant Dark Days. I actually finished it and I loved it. It was really good. It wasn't as good as the third book, but it was still pretty good. I'm still enjoying it. But I'm probably going to have April off of reading Skullduggery now because I've got like 14 other books to get to. So we shall see how it goes. But yeah, how did your reading week go? Yeah, I'm going to head off, eat my lunch and get some more work done.